Hello everyone, I hope everybody is doing well, and this is the first video of our channel, and in this video I will be teaching you about how to play chess, and I will be demonstrating it by playing some of the weaker AIs of chess, and you will be able to know some basic principle and some basic openings. So without any further ado, let us begin. So we are white in this game, and as white you would want to put pawns in the center and get as much space as you can, and the computer responds with the knight. It is not a bad move, however you would not want to put knights in the center if they can just get attacked by pawns. So yeah, not a good move. Let's see what he does now. Wow, that is a horrendous move because you are giving up a knight. A knight is worth 3 points while a pawn is only 1 point, so you would want to get this exchange. This is level 1, so it is a relatively weaker AI. Now we would want to put our knight. Knights always come first before your bishops, because your bishop doesn't really know where it wants to go. It can go over here, here, anywhere. However, the knight is only going to go over here because this is considered the better knight move, because you have a lot more space. It responds with a pawn move. Very bad move, not a good move. We can simply just developing your pieces in chess is actually very important. Some of the principle moved. Okay, he's just moving his pawns, not really doing anything, but this is what you would expect from this level of AI. Okay, it moved his rook. That is a very bizarre move. I don't know why he would do that. Now we can just castle. This is known as castling. You can save your king. We are just playing like very good chess. He moved his rook over here. He's attacking our bishop. So what can we do? We can either move it. If your piece is attacked in chess, you can either move it or you can protect it. In this case, we don't really have to move it. We already moved our bishop. We don't want to move a piece multiple times, so we are just going to move this pawn, protect our bishop. And a rook, he cannot make this trade, by the way. He can, for those of you thinking that he would just take the bishop, a rook is worth 5 points while a bishop is worth 3 points. Okay, now we can make a lot of moves. I can move my queen, or we can kick out this rook. We can also put our rook in this file. Lot of good moves. Let's just play this move. Okay, he responds with a weird bishop move. He should have went over here to trade the bishop. However, this bishop is dead because, as you can see, he has no sight. Like, he's blocked by his pawns, so cannot really do anything. We can make another improving move. We can just put our bishop in the open. He made another pawn move. He's trying to just completely attack us with its pawn, which could be very annoying. I'm going to play this move. Let's see if it trades. Oh, that's not a bad move actually. He's going over here. He's attacking my knight. We have messed up actually, because no, we have not messed up. I thought this is a fork because the queen attacks the bishop and the knight, but we can simply just put our bishop back and it protects the knight. Doing completely fine. Now we can take this pawn. It pushes. Now this I want to tell you about discovered checks. Now in this position, as you can see, our rook is in the line of this king. Now, as soon as this pawn, I will take this pawn, this will be a check to the black king. And there is a rule in chess that if you can save your king, you would have to save your king. If you are in check, you can either block the check, you can capture, or you can protect the king. In this, let's see what he does. As you can see, oh, very loud sound. My ears are okay. He moved there. Now what can we do? Let me think. Mm-hmm. We can just simply threaten checkmate, because why not? Oh, that's not checkmate because it protects everything. We can take this pawn. This is a free pawn, I would assume. Yes, it is a free pawn. Now our next move is going to be, he played that move. That move is absolutely horrendous. It doesn't do anything. He can go over here. He will have to take, if he takes with the bishop, he almost, what? Now you would, what? That is such a bad move. Wow, he's so bad at the game. We can just capture this bishop and we are absolutely winning. Like, this is just, we can take this check. Now we are going to win the rook. We can win the rook over here. I'm looking for a checkmate. If there's a way we can checkmate him, I can go over here. However, that's not gonna work, so let's be patient. Let's be patient and see what happens. This guy is just like, this is very weird. I don't know what he's doing. We can go over here. I'm trying to go for, this is at, now this is, I will teach you about a very good principle, which is forks, you know, the fork that we use to eat food, that is also exist in chess. Now if you would see at this move, if I move my knight at this square, this is a fork, this is a check to the king, and also I'm attacking the queen at the same time. And as I told you that in chess you would, if your king is in check, you would have to protect your king. Now he protects his king and just take the queen. A queen is worth 9 points, by the way, so doesn't really matter what we exchange it for. You can go over here. Really looking for a way to actually checkmate, but I cannot really see anything. We can take this pawn. He simply just came back. What the hell? I don't know what to do because this is just so bizarre. Like, I've never played like this. We can also get this rook into the game. Try to in chess, try to like get as many pieces in the game as possible. And this is checkmate. So now let us play as black. We are going to play the level 2 as black. I really enjoy playing with black because it's much more fun. He's playing that move, not a bad move. I would like to there are a lot of good openings with black. I would like to go with the King's Indian. This is the setup for the King's Indian. Ooh, that is not a bad move actually. Against King's Indian, these pawn moves are actually very good. Let's move our knight. Yeah, so that is actually what he's playing is actually a real opening. I don't know what's it called, but it exists. I gave him too much credit. That is a very bad move. Every time try to not move the piece twice that you have already moved. This knight doesn't do anything. It has no threat. It cannot go over here. It cannot go anywhere. I'm not even going to like do anything about it. I'm just going to develop. At this early stage of chess, try to develop as much as possible. The more pieces you would have developed, the better it will be for you. Now we are going to go over. Can we go over here? Yes, we can go over here. Now I don't want this knight over here, so we are going to simply kick him out. Okay, he goes back. This is the second level, so it's actually not just giving us pieces for free, which is good. I want to play this move. Exchange, these pawns exchange in the center are actually like very high level. Even I don't know how to do this because some of them could literally change the game. That is a very good move because the queen has so much value over here. Okay, we are going to make this trade. Now we would have to actually calculate on what is going to happen. We will go over here. He can trade. If he trades, We can take back, and then he cannot take with the knight because I'm protected by the rook. Let's see what he does. He takes back. We would also take back. Let's see what he does. He goes over here. Now I would want to go over here. We can bait that move. Let's just attack his. Should we attack his knight? In chess, this is actually like a very beginner problem that we think that if we can attack something, we should just attack. Okay, that is that a good move? Takes. That is not a good move because that he's attacking my horse, my knight twice. As you can see, the bishop is also attacking the knight and the queen is also attacking the knight. However, it is protected by my bishop and my queen, so we are completely safe. He cannot do anything, and I just won a free knight. So we are doing good. He just took it. Why would you make that move? That is such a bad move. Let's see if he just takes back. Wow, he doesn't take back. I want to protect this pawn because this pawn is actually very powerful. I want to do something. I want to go over here so that we would attack the rook in the corner. That is a very bad move. Now let's see in this position we can play this move. When we would play the knight over here, our bishop scopes the queen and the rook. Now, as I told you in the previous level, that a rook is worth 5 points and a queen is worth 9 points, while our bishop is only worth 3 points. So this is a good move. We are guaranteed to win material. We can take, we can easily take that. Not a big deal. He takes back. Now that queen is actually very strong on that square because he's covering the whole board, and my king is also here. In chess, your king's protection is very important because if you lost your king, the game would be over. Going back in chess is just a bad move. You always try to make progress in the forward direction, but going back is so bad. We can threaten checkmate now. That is just checkmate. Let's see what he does. Oh, actually not bad. However, we can do a sacrifice. Now let me tell you about what sacrifices are. In chess, a sacrifice is something that leads to a material loss for you. However, it can gain you something more value, which could be a checkmate. Now if I play this move, he can take my queen. A rook is worth 5 points while a queen is worth 9, so he won that trade. However, if I take that rook now, it's going to be a checkmate and we won the game. So now let us go with level 3. I will play this as black. I love playing with black. It is so much fun. There are also openings for black are actually much more enjoyable than as white. This time I want to play the Sicilian. Can we play the Sicilian? Yes, we can. We should play the Sicilian. This is one of my favorite openings, which is the Sicilian defense. Very good opening, very advanced opening. Let's see what he does. That move is good because this e5 move is actually one of the best moves against the Dragon Sicilian. That is a horrendous move because you just put the pawn there and now you are doing this, putting your bishop over here, which is blocked by your own pawn. Not a good move. I will make a video about all of the good openings for black and white, so you can watch that if you want. We are just simply going to develop and castle. These principles always stay the same no matter how good you are at chess. Always try to develop your pieces and then get your king to safety, and then make your plan and do whatever you want to do. Okay, now we can Play. Which move should we play? This move is good. We are actually a bit suffocated. Have to make a trade somehow. This is going to be a tense game because this is level 3. I didn't really expect him to be like I mean it's not really good, but he didn't made any blunders yet. Ooh, not a bad move actually. Let's go. Should we do a queen trade? No, I don't think we should do a queen trade. Let's go over here. It is not a bad move, however it's we just hung upon. I did not see that coming. Oh god, now. Oh no, oh no. We are losing. No. This is actually hanging. This pawn is. This knight is hanging. Oh no, we just did a very bad job. This pawn is hanging. I don't think I can protect this pawn. What can I do? I don't see anything. Is there a good move? Here. Okay, I do see a good move, which is knight over here. I will tell you why it's a good move. Okay, I see it. Let's see what he does. He goes back, but that's not gonna work. My idea was that I'm going to put my knight over here and the rook was over here, so it would be a fork of the king and the rook. I did told you what forks are, but he goes over there and that doesn't change anything. It's still a fork. Goes over there. We can grab this rook, a free rook actually. Goes over there. This pawn is hanging, but I don't want to save it because sometimes when you are like really aggressive and winning, you don't really have to care that much about your material. Let's kick out this queen. Can we do a sacrifice? I'm very skeptical about what we can do. I want to move this knight out of the way. I want to target this knight. He blocks. Very annoying. He's being very annoying. We can easily play this move. Not bad. Yeah, let's play this move. Why not? I feel like he hasn't moved his queen yet. Let's go over here. Goes over here, and now we are going to attack his queen. Let's see where he goes. He took our bishop. Now that was definitely not a good move because I just gave away bishop. That looks like it wasn't a good move. However, we are completely winning because his king is very weak and we have such a big attack on the king. If we can just knight and then yeah, we can do this. Let me go over here. There's nothing he can do. Okay, he's trying to run away. What should we do? Now that is not a checkmate. What I was trying to do is that I was trying to put my knight over here and then the queen would deliver a checkmate over here. However, that's not gonna work because he protected. Let's grab this pawn. Not a big deal. Still go over there. He's just picking up all the pawns. No. Have a bishop. Can he do anything? Yeah, we can go over here. Yeah, I think it's game over. This seems like an he's so good at the game. I mean, not really good, but you get my point. Like he's not bad. If we go over here, he's just going to like go over there. Hmm, not bad, not bad, not bad. Let's go over here. We will win this bishop. He blocks. What? Why is he blocking? That was not a good move. You should never block in this position. Now we can do one thing. We can just trade this bishop, because why not? That is checkmate, by the way. If he takes back, yeah, that is checkmate. GG's. And that was it. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Till then, take care and goodbye.